Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Shinsou X listener. It's Social Distancing by Cosmic Dust on AO3. The link will be in the description. There is a use of princess in this fic, so just saying that before we start, and let's go ahead and get into it. You knew it would be damn hard. 3 weeks of quarantine, maybe even 4 if things got crazy again. And with the whole country being basically paralyzed thanks to the new sickness going around, for the time being, you found yourself unable to remain calm on the inside. You were beyond worried that anyone close to you would become sick all of a sudden, and it terrified you knowing what could happen. Yet there was one thing that calmed you down through your darkest moments. Hey princess, don't forget to eat well today. My love, please remember to brush your teeth after breakfast. I love you. It was only 3 days into the quarantine, and your boyfriend Shinsou had already made it a habit to text you every morning with little reminders to also keep your own health in mind and not only everyone else's, something you tended to do when under stress. You smiled at the sight of every text before texting back something just as cheesy, yet thoughtful, and the happiness he brought you was more than enough to get through the day without falling victim to the current state of fear. The distancing didn't come without its cons either. Every day that passed, you felt his absence more and more, already used to at least holding his hand in the morning as you walked to your class together, and missing his sweet touch made your heart ache. You thought you'd be able to make it through with calls and wearing every shirt and hoodie you had stolen from him, drowning yourself in his scent, but you found it amusing how much it annoyed you to just be able to have that. It had been a whole week already, and that night was especially hard on you, thanks to the nightmares you were having due to a few cups of coffee you had drank that night to be able to finish your favorite show. And you woke up at 2 a.m. with your body drenched in sweat. You couldn't remember most of it, but one predominant thing remained in your mind: blood as red as could be, and the constant smell of iron coming from everywhere. Your heart was beating like crazy as you tried to calm down and forget everything that had come to your mind, but you knew it would take at least a few minutes. With shaking hands, you took your phone. Are you still awake? The reply didn't take more than 2 minutes to come in, but it still felt way too long. Did something happen? Are you all right? And before you knew it, your phone was vibrating in your hand as you thought about a reply. The gleeful image of you two on your first anniversary glowing on the screen. You picked it up, thinking it would be only a normal voice call, but it surprised you to see Hitoshi's tired face looking back at you. Adjusting the angle of your phone, you sat up on the bed and turned on the lamp on your bedside table. Hitoshi, why are you still awake? You repeated the question, but he only shrugged. You texted, was the only reply he gave you before a lazy smile appeared on his face. His purple hair was messier than usual, and the bags under his eyes seemed to be disappearing, even if just a little bit, and you wondered if it was because of his bedroom's dim lighting, or if he was actually getting enough rest now. What happened, love? You quickly told him you had a bad nightmare, and that it felt so real, even though you couldn't really remember what it had been about. And he listened carefully without ever interrupting you in any way. By the end, you felt as if a weight had been lifted off your chest, and you let out a yawn as you finished speaking, now feeling heaps better. I'm sorry I woke you up for something so insignificant, Toshi, you added, using the nickname he loves so much. You're supposed to be resting now, and so am I. Hey, don't say that, he said while sitting straight as well. He always seemed trouble whenever you said something self-deprecating, and you knew it, but sometimes it also did help you with forgetting certain things. It's completely fine you called. I would have been more worried if you told me about this in the morning, because that would mean you spent all night unable to sleep peacefully. Did speaking about it help? You know it did, dummy, you replied while letting out a soft laugh. You looked at him through the screen, and you shared a moment of intimate silence, just looking at each other without needing to say anything else. You sighed and covered yourself with the sheets again. It was getting a bit chilly in the room. I miss you. Hitoshi took a deep breath and muttered, I miss you too. You didn't know if the whole distancing situation was also getting to him, but you could tell when he was keeping things to himself. It was just one of those days. You know, whenever this quarantine thing is done, I'll make sure to take you out and treat you to the best restaurant an unemployed student can afford, and I'll make it extra nice. You mean, you started with hope in your voice. Your heart swelled at those words and skipped a beat as your smile grew wider. Homemade ramen at your place with our favorite movie playing? With candles and everything. I told you I'd make it fancy. He completed the idea, and honestly, it couldn't have sounded better to you. Now completely happy again, you closed your eyes and placed the phone right next to you, feeling yourself dozing off once more. You were more than sure dating someone like him had been the best decision of your life. I would actually love that very much, Hitoshi. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. This was kind of set back, like, in quarantine or at the start. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!